All right, next play. Let's go. Well, first of all, that third down sack, that was a 3rd and 2 play. Rashawn Gary with the sack. That was the difference between a touchdown and a field goal. So Seattle gets a field goal. It's now 14-3. Let's go. Second quarter, 11:04 left in the second. 1st and 10 from our own 40. This is Jordan Love to Christian Watson for 36 yards. This is a dandy here. We're going to go 308 pony, Y flex, X go, slot cross, H orbit, lead, T swing. This is now you've got the H back. In this case, is Chris Brooks. And when we say 308 pony, I'm just identifying the pony package, which is a gun set double sidecar, and we're given the numbers of the players who are in the backfield from left to right. Number 30, number 8. That's Chris Brooks and Josh Jacobs. So we call it 308 pony. That's all that means. Now, Chris Brooks is going to be your H back. We're always going to list Josh Jacobs as the T. It's always going to be that way. So he's going to be the T. Chris Brooks will be your H in this case. So we're going to use an H orbit lead on this play, and it's really, really cool. Imagine a T swing. Let's reverse engineer it here. The T is going to run a swing pass, okay? But what you're going to do pre-snap is you're going to bring the H on an orbit motion, and he's going to get out here ready to block. Think about that. How cool is that? Pre-snap, H lead, you're setting up a T swing, even though you don't have to go to it. And the play call is going to be, well, first of all, the Y flex. This is Tucker Kraft flexed out. Remember we were talking about that's what Musgrave would do? And Tucker Kraft's more of an inline top. Yep. You're seeing more of this every week. They're starting to flex Tucker out. And it's causing defenses absolute fits, especially when you're in man coverage, because they've got to decide, do we walk a linebacker out there? Do we bring a safety over? What are we doing about the tight end, right? So the tight end is flexed up. That's what Y flex means, up to the right. We're going to go slot cross, H orbit lead, okay, and T swing. The X is going to be a go. So this is Christian Watson on a go route, just a 9 route, a fly, whatever you want to call it. We're going to run slot cross, one of Matt LaFleur's favorite concepts. There is your play call. So again, 308 pony, Y flex, X go, slot cross, H orbit lead, T swing. And Jordan's just going to look at this safety right here. He's going to eye him. Jordan's going to put eyes on that safety. And that safety is just going to flip his hips and slightly go toward the hash. And he's going to go, I'm taking this one-on-one back shoulder throw to Christian Watson. No hesitation whatsoever. Watch the lead, though. See the orbit? Now look at the delay. How cool is that play call? It's almost like a mini screen baked in as a check down.
Right.
You know what I mean? And look at Jordan. Jordan's wasting no time. Tries to hold the safety a little bit, but right here, look how 20's flipped. He knows where he's going with this ball. Let's go back shoulder to Christian. And what a catch by Christian, man. Unbelievable.
And that swing was there, too, for a check down if he needed it. Yep. And Matt was talking about how the backs, were obviously block first responsibility, then get out into your route. You could see that a little bit with Jacobs. Obviously, he delayed it a little, but he's still worried if Zach Tom needs a hand, I'm gonna kill my swing pass for a second here just so I can put a little block on him. Then I'll head out there.
Yep. And you see the placement right here, right? The displacement. And I love it. Like look at Jacobs is like ready to block. Nope. We're setting up a swing.
Nope, he's got it. Yep.
Now look at Jordan's strap on his helmet, Tim. We talk about this all the time, right?
Yep.
Wonder why that safety flipped his hips up here, right?
Could it be our quarterback play right here? I think so.
Look how long he holds him, right? And people are going, he's not looking at him, Clayton. Right. The safety is following his eyes to this side of the field, and Jordan knows where he's going with the football. Watch this.
Right.
Somebody come look at this. Look at this ball right here.
Fire.
Seriously. And I had people online going, he underthrew him. What the hell are you talking about? It's a back shoulder throw. Like, you can't throw that any better.
That's a dime piece throw. Stop it.
Look at Christian, man.
Criminal right there.
I'm going to admit something. I don't understand what you said about some people thinking it's overthrown or a back shoulder throw. Is it just like, I guess I can see why some people think it's underthrown, but how do you know for sure that that's what he was intending? Does it make sense? Like, how can you be confused?
Yeah, look at Christian's body language. See how he's got a hand on the DB? If it was a go route and he was just going, he would be full sprint like this.
Yeah, and the ball would be going up the seam. Yeah.
And that's why, to me, it's by design. I guarantee you, pre-snap, it's, hey, look, we get this look. Let's go back shoulder. And they're probably doing that because they know they're going to have safety help over the top, right? Yeah. When you have safety help over the top, whether it's a quarter or a half, typically what happens is the underneath defender, the corner, will play inside leverage. Therefore, the back shoulder throw is wide open. I say it's wide open, but I mean, you see here, you're talking about 6 inches. Look at this. Like the placement of that ball. Look at that. That is crazy.
Dropping it right in the bucket.
Yeah, that's and again, Carly, it's not the dog people that they don't understand that was a back shoulder throw. It's just when they double down and go, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. He underthrew him. It's like, what are we doing, guys? Like, it's right back to the Matt LaFleur argument. Like, you're just trying to find something wrong. You're trying to find something wrong.
So a back shoulder
grab
throw
by
is
Christian Watson,
thrown.
though, right? I mean, can we talk about Scoot with the grab? I mean, in the body control and the
right, there's plenty to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, like it's important that we mention it. I mean, pretty damn good catch for a guy who has bad hands, supposedly, right? So,
Carly,
I just love to see it.
Did you ask a question about the back shoulder throw just now, Carly? Did I hear you right?
Yeah, just as like a definition, does that mean it's between the receiver and the boundary or and the sideline?
What it means, like if you go back and watch Jordy Nelson highlights with Aaron Rodgers early in their career, that's they made a living off of back shoulder throws. It's basically, it was designed to beat cover 2 man is what it was designed to beat. With cover 2 man, typically what will happen is you'll have 2 deep safeties, right? Like it's a cover 2 zone and man coverage underneath, and they call it man under. And the reason being is they play underneath technique. They're taking away the slant. They're taking away the drag, the dig, right? So how do you hammer that? If you try to go over the top because they're playing that, there's a deep safety and deep half waiting for you to pick the ball off. So what they would do is they learn that if a quarterback's got the arm talent and a receiver has sideline awareness and the ability to catch a ball like that in a top position, what you can do is as soon as you read the play, you lead the safety with your eyes. The corner's watching you as well if they're playing like fisheye man. If they're watching the quarterback, then what you can do is it looks like you're throwing inside and you're actually throwing that thing outside shoulder. There's no way to defend it. There's no way to defend it. Like if it's a perfectly thrown ball in a back shoulder throw, you ask any cornerback in the league what's the toughest throw to defend, it's back shoulder. Because you're taught, you have to be taught, you have to play with the technique of I've got to take everything else away. And you're using that boundary as the outside and extra defender, right? So
in the back shoulder throw takes away the boundary as another defender.
Yep, exactly.
It's a thing of beauty right here.
And you think, okay, well, that sounds easy enough. Why don't more people do it? Because not everybody's got Jordan Love's arm, Aaron Rodgers' arm, Tom Brady's arm.
And there's only one Christian Watson.
Yeah, exactly. Ben Roethlisberger could do it too. Like Ben Roethlisberger was an absolute dog too. So, all right. So again, just wanted to highlight that with Christian, man. Just a great catch, guys. He wasn't making that catch last year. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a real deal. He's becoming a number 1 receiver, no doubt in my mind. So
you're gonna make LaFleur puke.
What's it, the past 5 games he's averaging 30 a catch?
Yeah, that's crazy. Think about that.
Yep, like, out of hand.
Yeah. So that explosive obviously triples your chances of scoring. That would lead to a Green Bay field goal. So they just finally put something together and went down and scored a field goal themselves. We just wiped it off the map. You talk about momentum. Holy cow. So second quarter, this next play is the second quarter, 3:07 left. You're in the middle 8. This is a 3rd and 9 play, guys. This play right here basically won you the middle 8, and it won you the turnover differential.
Here's a play.
One play right here. And Emilio, I want to get your take on this front right here, bro. Tell me this doesn't look like a 34 jam. Look at what we got here. Look.
Wow.
Does that not look like a 34 jam?
Yeah. What I run that as in college football, Clayton, is nickel cub. It's out of a 3-3 or the cub look where you right? Yep, where you have the backer, because you have basically 2 backers, or you could use a nickel, whatever, walk them up on the edge. Then you got a 5-man front. You have your 1 stack backer back there as a safety valve, but it tries to deter them from running the ball.
Yep. So here's what's cool about it. You can look at this a multitude of ways. I said nickel 3-3-5 jam, as in a jam front.
Yep.
It's 0 man. I put free green. We'll explain what that means here in a second. But look at this. 3 down linemen, right? So if we were running a 34 defense and there was an extra backer here, that would be called a 34 jam, but there's not an extra backer, right? So it's a 3-3-5 look is essentially what you're doing. Now, check this out, though. That's actually Rashawn Gary. So if you're going to go based off of the roster, this is actually just a nickel 4-2-5, right? And you've got the will backer on the line of scrimmage, all right? But again, if you're really counting, and I know media members love to do this, if they're standing up, they're actually a linebacker. Okay. So we'll call it a nickel 3-3-5 jam is what I would call it. So, and it's cover zero. What we mean by zero, there's no deep safety, although you're going to see Xavier McKinney lag, and I'll explain why. Everybody's man coverage. And Tim, this is the play we were talking about where you're going to get some communication. So I'm going to roll it back here just a touch. You'll notice here, I think this is Jackson Smith-Njigba right here. He's going to motion outside. Mm-hmm. And me and Tim were talking about this yesterday. It seemed like most of the day, especially when it was a man coverage call, they had Keyshawn following Jackson Smith-Njigba because Jackson Smith-Njigba, he may line up as the Z. He may line up as the X, but he's probably going to end up as the slot. Even if he stays there pre-snap and they run a switch concept, he's going to end up kind of as that slot defender. So they've got Keyshawn. They're just keeping it simple like, hey, you follow him. So look at Key. He starts to tell Carrington, go out there, right? Now watch him. He goes, oh, wait, no, that's Jackson, right? All right, let's settle in. So he's got his guy man coverage. That's Jackson Smith-Njigba. So now Carrington slides in here, man coverage, right? Evan Williams has man coverage on Noah Fant, the tight end, which the ball is going to go to, okay? We're running a cover zero, which is blitz, 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 blitz. We're bringing a six-man pressure here. This guy's going to fire in the A-gap, all right? And this is man coverage. So what you've got is Xavier
on the running back.
Xavier McKinney is on him. When I say free green, it's kind of like a green dog blitz with the backer. If the running back goes out on a route, he's going to cover him. If he doesn't, instead of firing like with a green dog blitz, it's if the running back stays in, you blitz. In this case, some people would call this free red, meaning you stay at home, right? So essentially what it's going to turn into is a cover one man because this running back has to stay in and block. Why? Because we're bringing six and they only have a 5-man protection. So
like a free rover.
Rover?
Yep.
There you go. All right.
Yep.
So again, the running back stays in. You can see X is wanting to clamp down, right? But he notices the running back staying in the block. And if he didn't, Gino's dead right here, right? He is crushed with that backer blitzing. So again, look at our boy X staying at home. And he knows, I'm pretty sure this is DK Metcalf. So pretty good place.
He can't cheat too far over.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Pretty good place to hang out on DK's side, right? Especially in the red zone.
Who really didn't have a game, remember, who did not have a blow-up game or anything like it.
30 yards, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So now let's go back to where the play's made. And this is what we mean by take your eye off the ball, man. Yep. We just showed you all this stuff going on, and that ain't even where the damn ball's going, right? Now let's show you.
Let's watch our boy CV playing a little slot corner on this one.
Fighting through some contact. I love it.
Tim nailed it, though, man. This is slot, right? Now keep in mind, this is man coverage. Now, this fisheye that we talk about that Hafley was bringing in, and this was Coach Haddad that explained it to me. He went to a bunch of his coaching clinics, and he talked about when they're in man coverage, they play fisheye, which means they're playing man, but they're playing man coverage through their man with eyes on the quarterback. See, that's the beautiful thing about playing zone is you've always got eyes on the quarterback. You're covering space. You're looking to latch on the guys as they enter and exit your zone, but you've got eyes on the quarterback. With man, sometimes it's hard. Some people just play press man, tuck and go, right? But watch Carrington up here. Keep in mind, this is the guy that Carrington's covering. The ball's going to Noah Fant, and Carrington's going to pick it off. Everybody, focus this entire play on Carrington and watch this 7th-round pick adjust to this. So, look, he's man coverage on his guy, a little bit of traffic, jumps outside, gets a little handsy. That's okay. Look at him. Where's his head at? You can see it. He's looking at
eyes on the quarter.
He's glancing back at the quarterback, and he knows that ball's out, and it ain't going to the guy I'm guarding.
Now, look, right here, the ball's out, and look, watch Carrington. Whoop! How cool is that, man? Now, this is a part of the
Get down. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not live.
What are you doing? Then right here, right there, I went, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this ain't a good look right here. When you end up in that position with a big offensive lineman about to hurt you, that's not a good look there, Carrington. We're already lighting the loafers at corner. But, man, just him playing that ball, man.
Well, we've asked Clayton, you've asked out of Keyshawn a lot is, hey, if you are running to the sideline, you're running to the corner of the end zone, you cross the end zone, you're running out of space, turn around. You got to look at some point. The ball's coming. Yeah. And listen, I'm not trying to dog him. Evan Williams has been great this year. He had a bad game. He got cooked here. Yeah. He got cooked. If we take it back and watch our stud rookie safety, watch him on this corner. He gets out physicaled.
and he's cooked.
Yeah.
That's a touchdown, guys.
Yep.
But instead, it ends up being an interception.
Got bailed
That's
out.
exactly what you were talking about, Emilio, last night. Just talking about it seemed like he might have been maybe a half a step behind on some of these coverages, and that's a perfect example right there.
Yeah, little flat on the, but it's not. I mean, it's nothing against him, but yeah, a little flat on the catch there, and he's going up against a bigger tight end. You got to be ready for that. He was, at least he was in good trail. He had a hand on him, but lucky that Carrington bailed him out, and with the defense bailing out the offense.
Yep.
And again, look at this front too. They come out, they show kind of their normal nickel 4-2-5, right? Look at our boy number 53. Is that Brenton Cox? I think
Mosby. Yeah.
So watch Mosby here. He kind of, all right, watch him right here. We're going to shift in. Now look at Coop. All right, let's get down in here. There's that 34 jam look, right? Or a 3-3-5 jam, I should say.
Then the whole O line's like, all right, hey, we got a hat on a hat technically right now. So did you see the center slap? He said, I need some help over here.
Yeah.
And they're looking at Wilson too. Like, what the hell is he going to do?
Yeah. That's Gino. Gino's looking at Wilson, and watch what he does right here. He looks at the running back, goes, bruh, you better help me out. Watch this. Watch him. Right here. Hey, you see this guy, right? You better get him. And he does.
Says, somebody come look at this.
Yeah, exactly. And again, boy, just Carrington making a play.
And
Look at the pressure.
Look at 45 and 94. Wilson and Carl Brooks. Again, Carl Brooks, we've been saying his name a lot. Get to the quarterback.
Yep.
Hands up too, Tim. We talked about that earlier.
Yep.
And you're tired when you don't get the hands up. You know what I mean? Like when your coach is over there,
that little extra push.
Yeah, catch a breather. You're always hanging over. That's when you know you're tired. If you got your hands up every play, that's energy, focus, and remembers, technique and fundamentals.
So true. He's a machine. Carl Brooks is a machine, man. He is tough to block. Really tough to block.
Ask an offensive lineman what they're taught to do when the hands go up.
Punch him in the stomach.
You just hit literally
Really?
As hard as you can. Punch that man in the stomach.
And that's why defensive linemen hate having to do it. But they're taught, hey, get your hands up if you're beating this league. It's easy for you to say. You're not getting hit in the sternum. Dude. And they will, man. They'll knock the crap out of them.
2 hands. I mean, it was just like a power punch every time you could. I mean, because the pads stop right at the, upper chest.
Yep. You got a little bit of that belly exposed there. They're gonna take advantage of that.
They don't make flat jackets to fit the O lineman. Okay, come on now.
I think that Brooks liked the feeling of tipping that ball off when they blocked the kick against the Bears so much that he just wants to get his hand on the ball. He's like, I'm in defense. How else am I going to get my hand on the ball?
Hit me with that picture, Tim. I got to see it, man. Give me a little smiling Carl Brooks here, please, sir. I'm going to need it. I know you got it in the hopper. Is it up there? I can't see it. Oh, there it is.
It's up there.
We're good. All right. My screen's covered up, so I couldn't see it.
Yeah, that's not Clayton at the buffet. That's Carl Brooks.
We got this nice restaurant set up. We're at hour 5. We're going way over. Who cares? We got this nice restaurant set up. We're going to North Carolina tomorrow. No show. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But we get this restaurant set up, an inn up on top of Blowing Rock, North Carolina. We're up on top of the mountain. I'm going to hurt myself up there tomorrow. I'm going to eat so much food. They're going to just roll me off the ridge. That's exactly what's going to happen. But, all right, next play.
Cheese curds make my stomach hurt all the time, but I do eat them, though.
I want to say this, though. That Carrington Valentine, I said it once, I'm going to say it 1,000 times. That won you the turnover differential. You end up being +1 in the turnover differential. That won that, and you took points off the board, which would lead to a field goal that won you the middle 8. That one play won you the 2 most important key statistical categories in winning a football game in a National Football League. And it was done by
Valentine to that list of 5th, 6th, and 7th round draft picks from Goody that are just making plays for this team. I love it.
Yeah, and what's cool about Carrington is like the bigger the moment, he seems to kind of rise up. Some people,
Yeah.
Get the butterflies and nerves. Honestly, I thought you were going to say 2 words, University of Kentucky, but no, I mean, you're right, though. He did that. And on top of it, we took ball first. So who's getting ball at half? Seahawks.
Exactly.
They doubled up right there, score, get the ball back. I know Ryan, dove into it and stuff, but doubling up or double dipping and all that can be a real thing mentally too.
Yep.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, next play. So second quarter, 2:18 left. This is a 2nd and 12 play from our own 12-yard line. This is Jordan Love to Tucker Kraft for 26 yards. It's explosive, but it was a free play too, okay? I don't think that the guys just went deep when, sometimes when you get the offsides, everybody just goes deep. They just go vert. We'll chuck it up, right? I think the original play call is what we've got on here, and they just kind of stuck with it. Yeah, because it's not actually all goes on this play, and you'll see what I'm talking about. The call is 11 gun empty, load left. Remember what we said about load. There's your T. There's your tight end. They're both on the left side. So we're going to 11 gun empty, load left, F shift, and that's going to trigger. That's the trigger. These teams, when you use so much of this pre-snap motion, they start to time it, right? Amelia, I know we've talked about this. You've seen it. When they use that F motion, they'll time it and go, okay, when he gets to this point, let's just go. We know they're snapping the ball, right? So they're just going to use a little motion, a little trigger motion and put him here. And when he gets set, that's what causes them to jump over the line of scrimmage. Really cool. So F shift, which is going to be the trigger, we're going to go 499 crossers, okay? 499 is real simple. A 4 route is going to be a curl, all right? 9 route is a go. And you could call that Hoss if you want to. We're going to call it 499 crossers. Crossers is the Y is going to run across, and it's kind of that mesh concept, right? And they're looking to kind of connect here. And then you're going to have the go on this side, which is the other 9 route, okay? So that's the play design. That's why I think they stuck with Emilio. No, everybody didn't just go deep.
Right.
They actually stuck with the play.
It was a deep cross. It wasn't like Tucker was running a quick slant or anything like that. He was definitely shooting for a deep cross.
Yeah, and some people would see this and they would say mesh. I call it crossers if it's 10 yards or deeper. If it's under 10 yards, I call it mesh, okay? Definitely. So, and I'm not saying I'm right and anybody else is wrong. It's just that's the way I identify it.
I'd almost say 5 yards for mesh.
Yeah, it could be.
That's the ideal, but yeah.
Yeah. So let's watch it unfold here. Watch this cheat. Now look how them try to time it. See it? Now look at free play. Let's go, boys. And Jordan knows it. Jordan's like, all right, let me just buy some time and chuck this thing up. Now you see the crossers developing here. So it doesn't look like they were actually going to run with everybody go. And you see Jacob sitting on the curl, right? So that's why I think they just stuck with the play here. Now you could have, if you had time, he's probably going to go to Christian right here, right? I mean, you got that one-on-one matchup, get a little bracket over here. But again, Jordan's scrambling off his back foot. No harm, no foul. Look at Tucker, man. What a great job.
Tucker's down there somewhere.
Exactly. And again, this is explosive that set up a field goal that won you the middle 8. And I love the defenders throwing his hands up, right? This guy right here, Pouton. Let's watch it from the end zone, Cam, and you tell me if you think there's offensive pass interference. He's reaching right here. He got embarrassed. You'll see it really, really good from this angle here. And Jordan just being able to buy enough time to get some air under that ball is really a great job, man. So you see him right here. Like, how are you going to get that throw off?
Look at that.
That's crazy. Now, look, tell me if you think Tucker gets offensive pass interference right here. Look, he's got his hands on Tucker's hips, right? He kind of shoves Tucker, and then Tucker just mossed his ass.
This is a great example of the best call is no call in that situation because there's contact by both players. Initiated by the defender, and Tucker has equal rights to that ball. He's the receiver,
Look at
so
the
it's
hand.
a good no call in my opinion.
Yeah, just a great job. It's just a grown ass man you're trying to defend. There's what that is. Yeah. And watch number 8. Like, it's ain't fair. What am I supposed to do here? What are we doing? What are we doing?
He's crying for a flag. He wants a flag. He ain't gonna get it. Sorry.
Flag.
Tuck Norris doesn't get flags. Stop.
So the other thing to mention there, and I wasn't going to put it on Chalk Talk because it's not that it's important, but it's boring to just watch a penalized play unless there's like controversy around it. We love that. We love that tea. We love spilling that tea, don't we, around here? Mm-hmm. So you get the Tucker Kraft 26-yarder. After that, you get the Romeo Dobbs pass interference that he drew that got them the field goal. Huge play. That won you the middle 8 as well.
Dog.
So that leads to a Green Bay field goal. That's how you end up winning the middle 8. Now, what secured the middle 8 is this next play. Third quarter, 12-16 left, so you're in the middle 8, first 4 minutes of the third quarter. 1st and 10 play at Green Bay's 36-yard line. This is Devontae Wyatt with the sack, okay? Green Bay's leading 20-3.
My favorite sack of the night. I love it.
And what's crazy is there's negatives to this too. The problem here, the problem with Devontae Wyatt's game is he plays reckless. Like we've talked about that. He would just, I don't care what anybody else is doing. I'm just going to rush the passer and do whatever I need to do to get free. You're going to see it here with the spin move, but I think it was supposed to be a TE, meaning he was supposed to drift outside, hit the guard into the tackle, and allow Gary to loop. But instead, he says, screw it. I'm just going to do a spin move and go sack the quarterback. So I don't know if there was miscommunication or what, but the call is nickel 4-2-5, cover 6, 94 touch, TE. And I put the question mark because we're not 100% sure. So let's watch the play unfold. You're going to see our boy Devontae Wyatt down here. All right. And watch how Gary no, it's not Gary. See how this guy jabs inside? You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But instead of doing, he's expecting our boy to bust outside, take the guard into the tackle and free him up, right? Instead, watch Devontae Wyatt. Whoop. So I know the play call was not designed to have two-touch spies. And this is what I mean by this. You see these two guys right here?
Yeah.
That wasn't the play call. So I think Devontae Wyatt just said, I'm going to throw the spin move on this guy.
Yeah. And in Devontae Wyatt's defense, you want your guys to play with instincts too, right? So if he saw something there and figured, F it, I can get there, you want your guys to have that freedom.
Honestly, Tim, now that you said that, I think it's a center sliding left, because earlier when we broke it down and he ate that double going right through the guard tackle, the center was kind of, shading a little. I think he saw that hole and was like, I'm taking it.
Yeah, yep. I can get it right.
And then great job by Mosby to just kind of fade back and kind of go, into drop a little bit. Get out of the way.
And
get out of the way. There's a big man coming through.
In the same breath that we're saying we don't know if it was actually a TE, we also don't know whether the coaches might tell Wyatt, hey, look, you got the green light. Do what you want. That could be the case, right? Yeah. So who are we to say he went off scheme there, right?
They could have told him exactly what Emilio just said. Hey, if that center starts shading left, go after the quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. I like what Gray Matters says here in the chat. If you're going to go rogue, you better make the play. And he did, right?
Amen. Yeah. That's so true, right? You get reamed out in film study if you don't make the play. But if you make the play, you get a game ball, Yeah.
And I want to show what we mean by cover 6 once again, okay? This is going to be quarter, half. People call that quarter, half. 4 on the left, 2 on the right from the offense's perspective, okay? So that's what we mean by cover 6. Again, 4 plus 2 equals 6. Half the field's cover 4, the other half's cover 2. All right. And there's really nowhere to go with the ball. And if there was, Devontae Wyatt's already in his face. Like, my man had no shot. If he had been looking left, you could tell he's trying to go on the cover 2 side because it looks like McKinney got a little shallow on his 2. But right here was the play to be made. Of course, he wasn't expecting Devontae Wyatt to be eating his lunch a split second into the play. Right?
That's what's so cool about it, right? Like we either get a sack or maybe we get a bad throw from Gino and we get a pick or a tip ball or something.
Right. This is a great look right here, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, maybe Carl said something here too. Look at Carl slapping. Hey.
Yeah.
He may have said, Wyatt, go get your paycheck right now, boy. What's this?
He said they're going to worry about me. Look, I'm shading inside. That center's going to worry about me. You go eat. I love it.
What? There may have been something to that.
Yeah.
Think about it. What was Carl communicating to Wyatt right there? Because Wyatt kind of starts to go right here. Watch him.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay. And he shifts a little bit to the left, right? Yeah. Now watch. And it just so happens that Carl's eating the double team and playing touch spy.
That's players making plays right there.
It could have been.
We talk about the coaches that they gather intel, and we got all the assistants and the piss boys, the assistants to the assistants, and there's all this data that they're analyzing. These guys out on the field are doing that in real time, every play, every snap, down to down, and they communicate with each other. And sometimes, the best thing a coach can do is call a good play in, and then the guys will adapt it to the situation and make something happen.
Yeah, man, look at Wyatt. What's Geno Smith thinking right now?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. I love how he laid out, too. Look at that. Like a big cat.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, I actually got to scoot. So thanks so much. It's been fun. And again, for people who came late on the 28th, Western Wisconsin PTA Posse get together in Hudson at B-Dubs for the Packers-Vikings game. So there'll be more information on that coming, but just want to make sure everybody else got to hear it, too. So
awesome. Have a good night, Carly. Appreciate you.
Yeah, have a good one. Bye.
All right. This right here is going to be a 3-play sequence. We have never done this, guys. We have never done this ever. So this one drive, this one series, the sequence was completely wrecked by one player. Like, we've done Chalk Talk for 2 full years now. I've never seen this. I watched football for a long time. I can't remember a player that on 3 straight plays just completely
Dominating.
a tackle, a sack. That's what Enigbare does here. First down, sack. Second down, tackle for a 2-yard gain. Third down, sack. So we're just going to roll the tape. We're not going to get into the X's and O's too much. Watch Enigbare work right here, man. He was a demon. Look at this.
This is just poetry in motion right here. Don't even need to.
Yeah.
That poor right tackle. Man, I just got done trying to block Gary.
Yep. So here's second down. Now it's like second and long, right? Look at Enigbare. Rush across. He's actually playing. He's playing to the
just
double.
do a swim/bull rush at the same time.
He's doing what we're doing here is an ET stunt. So he's going to go in and just try to annihilate the whole line on this side, allow Kenny to come across in case the quarterback rushes outside. Kenny will be waiting on him, right? That's what you call an ET stunt. What's crazy is he ends up making a play. He's just like, let me get in here and just get in the damn way. Look, three blockers, right? Is who he occupied. So now the quarterback does start to drift right, but now he's like, oh, crap, Kenny's there. But look at Enigbare playing that spy.
Yep.
Let's get out
and that's
here.
what we talk about, getting off that block, right? They weren't doing that last year. They were getting hung up on that block and not getting off and over, and that's just a great job by Enigbare right there.
So there you had the second down tackle. Now you've got him on the opposite side. We put Gary in now, right? So now he's on the right end. Now look at this. Drifting across again, another ET stunt, taking the tackle with him, hitting the guard, freeing up Carl. Now look at number 5. Crap, there's Carl. Let me get out of here.
Oh, boy.
Gary about got a paw on him, right?
Yep.
Now look, this is the best part. Look at Enigbare looking like
He was
James.
literally looking over his shoulder.
Bro,
Look
watch
at
him.
Enigbare hitting him with the Devontae Wyatt spin move.
Look at this right here, man. Watch him. Watch him give a little peek. Look, he's just acting like, I'm done. I'm out of the play. Watch. Whoop.
Yeah. Can't hold me now.
What a game he had, dude. Look at the stride, man. The stride lit. Bang.
Should've
Yep.
kept
And
it
the angle to the ball carrier too was everything there. He stayed flat and just smothered him, dude. Awesome.
Coach Lynn, Gino thing. Who is this cat? I think it was actually the backup quarterback at this point, but
He was back there like,
who?
Yeah.
Scared to death what it was. So this is one of those career games for sure for Enigbare, man. So I want to say this before that 3-play sequence, it went Seattle punt, Green Bay 3 and out, Seattle field goal, Green Bay field goal. So Green Bay was leading 23-6 going into that play. Into that sequence. So Enigbare completely stops that whole drive. Then Green Bay gets the ball. They ended up punting. Seattle punted. You had the Josh Jacobs fumble, which led to a Seattle touchdown. That made it 23-13. Green Bay punted again. Seattle punted. Green Bay turned it over on downs. It's still 23-13, and that's going to bring us to this play right here. Fourth quarter, 5:27 left, 2nd and 16 from their own 33-yard line. This is the Edgerrin Cooper interception, and this is pretty much the dagger in the game, although we would go on to have 2 more plays here on Chalk Talk. So, nickel 4-2-5, guess what it is, guys? Surprise, surprise, Tampa 2. How many interceptions have we gotten on Tampa 2 this year, Bruce?
oh man, like 4 or 5.
It's
something
crazy,
like that.
right? So we seen an interception with the cover 1 man earlier, right? Or actually it was cover 0 man with Carrington Valentine. So there's another one for man coverage, but lo and behold, you turn around, you get another zone interception here. So zone is just king this year for turning the ball over and getting interceptions for the Packers. So nickel 4-2-5, Tampa 2, Will 45 is going to be your Tampa backer. And what that means is with Tampa 2, guys, is deep half, right? You're going to be playing underneath zone. Now, the Will in 45, obviously Eric Wilson. Who's the Will? You got to find your tight end. There's your tight end. So that makes him the Will right there. So let's draw it out one more time. Deep half, underneath. And this backer is going to look for a number 2 to go vert, and then he's going to turn this into a cover 3 defense. That's what Tampa 2 is. All right. Now, our boy Edgerrin Cooper right here is just sitting in this underneath zone. I love that he carries this. He's going to kind of squeeze this guy on the inside and watch him get vertical. We talk about how Quay's good at this, but watch Edgerrin Cooper right here. Backpedal. He reads it right here. Look. Like he knows exactly where he wants to go. Bang.
Yep.
Interception.
No,
Just
like,
everybody.
Quarterback and receiver are thinking, why did he drop so far back? I
Mhm.
thought he's supposed to let me run past him. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Cooper said no free pass. Everyone has to pay the toll, man. And he kept riding them. You know what I mean?
Love it.
Not covering grass, cover a man.
I like the wheels too after the pick, man. He's got some giddy up, man. Might have to put him in at tight end once in a while, just get a look at him.
Yeah. Again, man, just watch him right here. Just a great job. Pocket held up pretty well for the quarterback too.
Mhm.
He's just a damn gun shy at this point. He wants to get rid of the ball, right?
Yep.
And Edgerrin Cooper, I know it was just an easy interception, but great hands, man. That's what you got to finish. And again, getting some invisible yards. I think what was it, like a 21-yard return or something like that.
Yeah.
So love it. All right. So
add that to the list of Edgerrin Cooper attributes, right? Ball carrier.
Cut the tape. He's sending it over to Matt on the offensive side of the building. See what he can do with him.
Exactly. All right. So there was your Cooper interception. Now let's go ahead and put this thing to bed. Fourth quarter, 4:59 left, 3rd and 5 at Seattle's 22-yard line. This is Jordan Love to Romeo Doubs for 22 yards. The play call is 12 ace, twin nasty, strong right, Ohio max protect. I couldn't believe this. I thought I had I thought I read it wrong. There's only 2 guys in this route, 2. And everything else is max.
Time you've covered that, Clayton. We did one earlier with the T-swing and the backside slant. Matt has enough faith that Jordan can make a decision on a 2-man route. That's big.
It's wild, man. So what you're going to see is pass block. Max protect means that the tight ends and the running backs are staying in the block. Pass block, pass block, pass block, and the running back is actually going to pass block. So what's Ohio? Ohio is a go with an out. I think this is actually switch. I could be wrong. Is this a switch, Ohio? It is. So this is switch, Ohio. So essentially, if it was a normal Ohio, I should have put switch in there. That's my bad. Ohio would be the 1 with the go, the 2 with the out. But with the switch Ohio, they're going to switch at the line of scrimmage, right?
Yep.
So it means he becomes the 1 essentially, right? 87. Rome will become the 1. So he's going to run the go, and Christian's going to run the out. And again, look at all this pass blocking.
Look at that wall.
It's crazy.
I'm telling you, build that wall around Jay Love. He doesn't need anything else. 2 receivers. That's all I need.
Nobody's getting over that wall.
No one's getting over that wall.
And look at Dobby. Like look at Jordan, man. Look at all this time. He just bang. Look at the anticipation. Look when he lets go of the ball. Look at what he sees and look where he throws the ball.
Yep.
Again, he learned that from Jordan. If you see the jersey, the numbers on the back of the jersey, you're throwing that 100% of the time.
That's Aaron Rodgers 101 all day.
And Dobbs,
and that's about all the separation Rome needs too, right? About a yard. Give me about a yard of separation. You're cooked.
That grab, dude, right there. And getting the elbow in, 1 elbow equals 2 feet. What a great job, dude. That's just wild to think about. All right, let's watch it from the end zone cam. This is a great look at the protection, man. I can't believe they called max protect on this. Like this is playing with your food right here. Look at that. Jordan just look how comfortable, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, let's just lob it up.
I'll ask Ben Sims, just keep that head up. We don't need to wash down the side there. Just keep it just so we can protect the outside a little bit more. But Jordan Love bailed him out.
And look at where he puts that ball, where only Romeo can get to it.
Yeah, that's either a tutter or an incompletion.
Look at number 8 again. Please no. Please no. Please no.
Look at the catch, man. God, what a great job, man.
So good.
There's your dagger.
Oh, man, I would have loved to hear the radio call on that one.
We actually had it the other day.
Man.
Yeah. I've just got to be real careful. You guys know we got hit.
Sure.
We get hit.
We'll do that offline.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, last play we're going to show. This is fourth quarter, 4:22 left, 3rd and 7 play. Green Bay's leading 30-13. You're going, why are you showing this? Because it's a Brenton Cox sack. We want to show it. All right. So Brenton Cox down here in a wide 9 look. And the play call is nickel 4-2-5, Tampa 2, once again with the wheel. So the wheel backer is going to cover the seam. It's Tampa 2. We're actually going to run a TT to the right as well, okay? Which means Kenny's going to go first. He's going to Devontae Wyatt's going to loop off. And our boy Brenton Cox Jr. is just going to work out of this wide 9 off the edge, man. He's just going to take care of business. Watch the TT. They're patient with it, too. Look at Kenny bust in. See it? And now you've got this one-on-one matchup. And watch our boy Brenton Cox Jr. just dog walking.
Yeah.
Great job. Oh, gosh. He's improving, boys.
That's his third sack. That's his third sack this year.
Yeah,
that's
dude,
kind of crazy to think.
We got to shout out the beard, man. That was his pick from day one. Jacob called this one a away.
The
Mile
human
away.
meat missile.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sure.
So again, Kenny's just going to strafe across, free it up, and that gives you a one-on-one right here with Brenton Cox. Let's see what move he uses. Let's go 50% here. See if we can figure out the move real quick.
Greg Rice said here, Cox to the face of Howell right away, man.
Oh boy! All right, let's watch Cox here. All right, keep your eye on Cox. Look at this. Just
You're an amazing person. You know that, don't you?
it's just a straight bull, bro.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, man! What's 67? Let's see his technique. All right, all right. Oh no,
he was playing catch man, and it didn't work out.
his kick step was garbage. You know, you're taught get that left foot on the ground as quick as possible. Kick wide, plant. When he gets hit, watch how quick Cox comes off the line. His foot's in the air right here. You're done. You're done.
Boom, roasted.
Yeah, that running back is like, I'm getting the hell out of here. Let me get away from this. This is not good. Look at this, though. Oh, my gosh, man.
Really, that's actually what helped seal the play for us, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if that running back decides, hey, maybe I should help out, maybe I should chip, it might be a different story. But that running back's leaking out for a pass that's not going to ever be there, ever.
Yeah,
poor guy. That's why Matt said, block first, then worry about your route. It's more important to protect the QB.
absolutely.
Right.
Man.
No block, no rock.
All right, that's it. That's Chalk Talk. Man, we went over, but about 10 minutes. That's all right, though, right?
Not too bad.
All right. Parting thoughts, gentlemen. I know the chat was lit up. Thank you. I wish we could engage more with the chat, but you guys see we're 10 minutes over and we didn't even hardly hit on any of the chat, but we appreciate y'all hanging out with us for sure, man. How the hell did we get through 20-some plays the other day, Tim?
I have no idea.
Like, we got through that on time. We got 13 plays here, and I want to go back and watch them again. You know what I mean? Like, crazy. But anyway, parting thoughts. What's the big takeaway after we watch the tape? Anything that you maybe didn't recognize watching the game in real time, and you go back and watch? You know what I'm saying?
I guess I came away from this game really impressed with our D line and our edge group, and then obviously our linebackers. But corner was the concern, right? Some depth issues in the secondary without Jair, and Keyshawn didn't necessarily have the best game, but he certainly didn't have a terrible game. But I thought Stokes and Valentine really stepped up in this one, and our secondary really answered the call, and that's what really allowed a lot of this pressure to get home. There was just nowhere for Seattle to go with the ball, and I think I feel a lot better moving forward, and hopefully Ja's back sooner than later. But I'm all right with Carrington Valentine being that dude until we see what's going on with Jair. And then obviously getting Javon Bullard back, hopefully in the near future here, back in the slot. That'll give us some flexibility, to play Keyshawn on that boundary, because that's definitely a good combination, CV and Keyshawn out there together with Bullard in the slot. So all in all, that's what my big takeaway was. Great defensive performance. The offense did what they always do, which is put points on the board. And I'm just happy moving forward about my guys in the secondary, feeling a lot more confident.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, offense played well, and when they didn't, the defense bailed them out. That's all it is about being a team. I think that they, the defense showed up and stepped up when they needed to. They haven't given up over 20 points besides the past 2 games against the Lions. So I think in the past 5 or 6 games, the defense has kept every team under 20. Not like they're slouches. I mean, we had Seattle, San Fran, Miami, all of them under 20. That's incredible. So, I mean, I'm happy with it. Hafley's been, building this up from the beginning. And I'm just glad that it's all starting to come together right at the right time. We got to get hot at the right time. It's starting to work out.
Definitely. Right. All right. That's it, guys. Appreciate y'all. Listen, we're waiting to hear from Lyrical Killer. All right.
Emilio, you better call your favorite rapper up and tell him to claim his prize.
Where you at, Lyrical? Where you at?
The winner of the autographed Lucas Van Ness jersey was Lyrical Killer. Okay. If he doesn't come forward, could be she, you never know. If they don't come forward, it would be Greg in Green Bay. Okay. If Greg in Green Bay doesn't come forward, it's Matrix Jackson. Okay. I'm sorry, Matrix Jackson.
Where's that picture, Tim? Will you pull that back up for me?
What's that? Which one?
That Matrix Jackson one.
All right. Anyway, so Listen, one of you three, all three, whatever, reach out, okay? This is the autographed Lucas Van Ness jersey. I don't want this to linger for very long, so let's get this taken care of. Just reach out, shoot me an email, packerstotalaccess@gmail.com, or text us 865-658-5824. And like I said, we'll run a couple checks to make sure it's you.
This man? You talking about Matrix Jackson?
That's him.
There he is. There's a guy.
So is he?
He was in here earlier. That was 8:45.
Got it. So I haven't seen Greg in Green Bay in here forever. You know what I mean? It's been a while. Hopefully he's all right.
Oh, there he goes. He's in here still.
Nice. All right. Good deal. So here's the deal, Matrix. The first place winner was Lyrical Killer. We haven't heard from him, okay? And we're going to let's give it like till Friday or something, okay? Just give him a fair chance of.
Who?
Greg in Green Bay was picked second, so he's ahead of you. We haven't heard from Greg in Green Bay. So if we don't hear from them, the jersey will go to you. So do me a favor, shoot me a text or an email. You can text 865-658-5824 or email packerstotalaccess@gmail.com, okay? And that way, all right, we got a form of communication. If we don't hear from the other two, then we'll give the jersey to you, okay? That's how that works. Again, they actually won. Lyrical Killer won. Greg in Green Bay won, and then it was you. So, yeah, cool. Just shoot me, like I said, shoot me a message, man. That's it. We're out of here. Talked enough. Thank you, guys. This was awesome. No show tomorrow. I'm so sorry, y'all. Like I said, going out of town, there's no way we can make it work. We might not even have good service up there in the mountains. But I will be back on Thursday. We should be in time to do an evening show Thursday. That's the plan, okay? And we'll get right back on track. The game isn't till Monday, so it's kind of like we're taking an extra day off like the team did. Now, if Emilio and Tim, you guys want to do one, I can set it up. But if you guys want to take a day off too, I completely understand. So.
Cool. We'll do like the Packers, right? They're not practicing until Thursday, so take a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let Emilio, clean up the race car bed a little bit, put some air in the tires.
Need to buff it.
iRock says W stream. Ron Sample, thanks. That's great work, Clayton. Thanks. I appreciate you, buddy. Chris, amazing show. Glad you guys enjoyed it. Fred McFarley, thank you, buddy. He says Seahawks should burn the tape. I completely agree with that. And Joyce Martha, thanks, Clayton, Tim, Emilio. Thank y'all so much. This was awesome. We're out of here. We'll see y'all Thursday. Everybody have a great day tomorrow. Bye.
And we go. We're out. Bye, guys.